You're not MJ.
I am Sailor Moon.
Did you get a call too?
Yep. He said his name was Road Breach?
That would be me. Do you have any powers? Yep. I'm a living weapon. Don't you think that's a little overkill? Yep, and I like it that way. I don't know whether to think my life is crazy or awesome. Hey everyone, Road Breach here, and today we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Homecoming Spider-Man. But before we take a look at the figure, let's take a look at the box. And it is actually a pretty tall box. You can see that it says Spider-Man Homecoming, Marvel Legends. You can see Spider-Man on one side, Spider-Man on the other. You got a bio up there that says, when crime hits the big city, Peter Parker suits up as New York's own web-slinging, wall-crawling hero, Spider-Man. And of course it's in a few other languages, and we get a nice picture of Spider-Man with the web wings, and all the other figures you need to build Vulture. I don't think I'm going to be getting all these other figures because I don't really care about this guy, or this guy. So, yeah. And since Spider-Man Homecoming has pretty much already been out for like 2 years, yeah, I'm most likely not going to be reviewing all of that. But I guess enough of the box. Let's take a look at the figure. So without a vehicle mode to take a look at, I guess we'll just take a look at the details. The head sculpt here, it definitely looks like Spider-Man. I mean, of course, it's the webs, the big wide eyes, and the black outlines. It's basically what you would expect from Spider-Man. The suit looks pretty good with all the red and the blue and these extra bits of black to try and make it look a little bit more modern. And some web shooters are molded right there. And the figure overall kind of has a bit of a texture to it, and that's pretty nice. Going down, you can see webbing continues, and you can also see some little lines right here to make this suit look as high-tech as you can get with Spider-Man suit. Also, whenever I look at this symbol back here, I always think of that one scene when the parachute just sprung out of there. I don't know what it is about it, but I just keep thinking about that one scene. And you can also see the little reconnaissance drone right there. That's what that is. I mean, granted, that doesn't pop out, but it's a nice little updated spider symbol. So, yeah, I mean, the figure looks great. The red, the blue, I mean, it's Spider-Man. I mean, don't know what you'd expect. As for posability, ball joint at the head, you can look up that far and look down that far. Butterfly joints, the arms can move in and out that far. They can rotate. Swivel here. It's also pretty squeaky. Double bend at the elbow. Swivel here. Wrists can move in and out, although they can't really move out all that far. That's fine. An unexpected ratcheting ab crunch, so we can arc that far and crunch that far. Waist swivel. Ball joint at the hips. They can only move out that far, really. Can move forward that far and move backward that far. Swivel here. Double bend at the knee. The foot can move up that far, move down that far, and you also get a little bit of ankle pivot. Although one problem with my figure is that he's a little bit floppy. So So that kind of sucks, but it's not that much of a deal breaker. As for accessories, you get an alternate head with squinting expression right there. It's basically the same thing, just of course the squinting expression with the eyes. And that's one part that I really do love about this suit. The expressive face. And you can just pop that other head off and then pop that new head on. Jeez, that was hard to do. And oh jeez, that head is tight. Yeah, jeez. You gotta kind of break in the neck, the ball joint right there, because that is a really tight fit. You also get a pair of thwipping hands, of course, because, you know, this is Spider-Man. And unlike most premium figures, the hands are on pegs that you just pop out and replace with the new hands.
But wait, there's more.
You also get some web wings. And to install the web wings, you just take them, peg them in right under the bicep right there, and you put the arms with the wings close to the body to make it look like they've stretched out. There you go. Now for comparison, Figma Ryuko Matoi, Combiner Wars Road Breach, Jason, Combiner Wars Devastator, Transformers Siege Optimus Prime, Henkei Astro Train, and World of Nintendo Inkling Boy. So, this figure is, not that big. Although I think the final thing that we have to talk about is the Build-A-Figure piece. This is definitely a piece of the Vulture's wing, and I don't think I'm ever going to build this because I don't want the other figures. I'm not that big of a Marvel fan to know who these other characters are. So this is pretty much just going to go back in its box. Overall, this figure's pretty good. While it is loose in some spots, I don't think that's a complete hassle to deal with. I think it's just because of the age of the figure. And for what it is, this figure was pretty good. I bought this at my local Toy Meister, and I am smitten with this figure. It's a great toy, and it's a great design for Spider-Man. And while this figure is pretty simple and usually not what I'm used to reviewing, I do think that it is a great action figure regardless. It's really posable, it looks good, it's just a fun figure to handle and mess with. So, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and gotta zoom. And happy belated 4th of July.